From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
The Giants at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Come on, set.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Manning. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. They lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Lance. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And really, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Here's Mitchell. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about...
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard after the 36.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
2nd and 9 now. And he fires one incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. And Lance again going to keep it. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Throwing is Lance on third down. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, what a move. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
Black Ultra. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, come here.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And cycle.
To throw, it's Lance. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Down. Smack. Red. Dog red. Set.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 14. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt them.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Black shot.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Lance now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, I would guess it combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll go option to the short side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lance firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Trey Lance, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, Lance. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
2nd down, here's Davis Price. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Lance. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll set up the screen for Davis Price. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Lance. steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull up. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. Now, with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they want.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They're going to look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And some room to roam now. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Let's go now. What do you need? Black open. Watch out now. 50 Let's go.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go.
The Niners on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this... And now here is another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark. And obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question. And my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Back to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 32 yards. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead's down to 24. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Well, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
An option give to Davis Price. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the double.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards, first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, 49ers.
Off of play action, here's Lance. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Black Ultra.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
52 blaster. Ready.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility.
And now here's another interception. And the Niners are going to have it here just past the 25. So it's 49er football here as we get your reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance going to keep it on the option. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they take a knee. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.